Greetings are in order, everyone. Today we are going to talk again about halving. This is the Master Preneur Coach, Funeka Ngxitho. This is your topic, guys. I didn't choose this. You chose this yesterday. So we are going to talk about it a little bit. This is one of those videos where we talk for 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to have to hush it so that we can get to the point. But before we do that, if you are not part of our training, join us on the 4th of April. Yeah, 4th of April. And come to our training, and you can join our private group or our WhatsApp group as well. Now, this is one of those videos where we ask the 3 questions, and the questions are: what does this mean? How can you profit from it? What impact would it have in your profile? You go and get the answers. We just talk about it to open your mind and hopefully widen your horizons in terms of cryptos, because many people think that Bitcoin, blockchain is one and the same thing. No, it's not. And of course, Bitcoin is just one of the 5,153 coins. Yep, you heard me correctly. There's many other coins. Bitcoin, it's not Bitcoin Club or Bitcoin Network. Bitcoin is a coin designed by Satoshi Nakamoto. Let's not confuse the two. Anything that says Bitcoin whatever, it's just that, a website designed for whatever purpose that is. Bitcoin is one thing altogether. I find people confuse the two. I am learning Bitcoins. How many Bitcoins are you learning? All of them? Common but famous thing that I always get from Facebook. Can you teach me Bitcoins? I'm like, how can I teach you Bitcoins? It's such a big subject. Can we all understand the difference between a Bitcoin and some company calling themselves Bitcoin something? Alright, let's get down to it. So far there's been 2 halvings, and the first halving happened in 2012. November 2012. The second one happened in July 2016. We are now going to the third halving, which is expected to happen around May. First it was 20 May, then it was 12 May, now it's 9 May. It seems like it might go down to sometime in April, but we'll see. It looks like because of the ban in China, because of the ban and burn of Bitcoin in India, many miners are joining in and starting to mine, and therefore there's more Bitcoins that are mined every 10 minutes as opposed to before. So we'll see how far this one will go. But I want to concentrate on this. There will only ever be 32 Bitcoin halving events. 32 Bitcoin halving events, and we just went through 2. This is our 3rd. So there is no hurry in cryptocurrencies, people. If the estimate, and I mean the estimate of every halving, will be more or less around 4 years, because now we know halving has nothing to do with time. It's about 210,000 blocks being mined, and then there will be a halving. So the reason this is important is to understand and answer the question, when will the last Bitcoin be mined? Now that you know that more or less every 4 years, or to be precise, every 210,000 blocks that are mined, there will be halving. You can now go sit down and calculate in terms of the years as an estimate, or in terms of the number of blocks to be mined. Then you can find out more or less how many years would that be. Just on top of my head, I am assuming as of today, you would need plus minus 121 years. Wow. Some of us will be red, pink, and yellow, and gray, or we won't be around. So you see, it's still a long, long, long way before we are not talking Bitcoin. It's hard to look at it this way, hey. But this is not my assumption. This is a fact. This is the gospel truth, good people. So let's not make this halving business seem like a big hoo-ha. Instead, we should be spending time learning and understanding the blockchain, because the blockchain is embedded with codes that are helping us to understand what Bitcoin really is and how we can benefit from this Bitcoin, how we can better position ourselves to milk all the greatness out of Bitcoin. It is, in my opinion, that most people, many people, do not understand the three most valuable information about Bitcoin, which relates to the value. It also relates to the accounting measure. It also relates to the protocol itself. If you understand these three things, you will stop whatever you're doing today, and you will take every minute that you have in your life and pour it into understanding the blockchain. Because when Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin, he had a long-term vision in his mind. He understood e-commerce. He understood the fact that we are being enslaved. And his plan was very simple. Remove digital assets, remove fiat, and bring in cryptocurrencies. And that will take away this inflation that keeps eating on our money and bring a deflationary asset that was going to take 120 years to be learned, to be understood by many. Hopefully, some of you will jump into the wagon now early instead of waiting for another 50 years before you're like, oh, Do you understand the benefits of just having the blockchain itself, besides what Bitcoin itself can do for you? Because these two things are completely different, and I see many people confuse them. It is very, very important to understand that Bitcoin makes it possible to move anything of value into the protocol, and we all agree that that transaction is valid, whether you use the proof of stake or you use the proof of service. It really doesn't matter. So what is important here is to pay attention to this. 32 Bitcoin halving events are yet to happen. Only 2 just happened, and we are going to the third one. That means 29 events. How many years will that be? Which year will that be? You see what I am talking about? We are in infancy. I tell people that the Bitcoin or the blockchain or the crypto assets industry are just in the infancy level. It doesn't matter that Bitcoin has been there for 10 years, but it's just the beginning. If we are still yet to go through another 120 something years of halving. Well, guys, I have to stop here. This is the Crypto Master Preneur Coach, Funeka Ngxitho. Join our training, join our private group, and join our WhatsApp group, and we will see you there. Me, I, and myself, I am out.